Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you do not know me, my name is Ruby and welcome. In this channel I pretty much just talk about whatever it is I feel like, but if you've been here for a while then you know that most of my content is related to language learning, mindset, self-growth, and just pretty much giving you guys a little view of what it's like to, I guess, go through this journey of life, right? So today I want to talk about the importance of respecting yourself enough to walk away. By the way, I just got home from a class, so I'm wearing my PJs. I'm wearing this. So my PJs usually just consist of like comfortable pants on like a t-shirt, usually a t-shirt of like an anime. And this is Toga from My Hero Academia. Oh my gosh, I'm like everywhere right now, but I love this shirt. I love any anime shirt, just like a t-shirt. I like being comfortable, okay?
And I still look cute. Anyways.
So respecting yourself enough to walk away. I want to talk about this because I know there are people out there who are going through like possibly losses in their lives, whether it be romantically or just like someone that like was very important to you at some point, but then it got to a point where this person wasn't really respecting you as a person or your values or your boundaries, and you just had to cut that loss. And maybe you still haven't gotten to that point. Maybe you're someone who's considering ending a friendship or a relationship with someone because they are not respecting you. And if you're watching this, I feel that this is your sign that you should just cut your losses and do what is best for you, because I'm someone who recently had to cut someone out of my life, and they were someone who even now to this day they're very important to me, very near and dear to my heart. I wish them nothing but the very best, honestly. Like, it's even hurtful now. It's been months, but it's even hurtful now to see that it had to get to this point where I just had to place these boundaries to not be in contact with this person. And I'm not going to lie, it's hurtful, but I definitely would say it would be more hurtful and a disservice to myself to stay in a friendship where I'm not being respected, where I try to communicate how I feel, but my feelings aren't being acknowledged and they're just being tossed aside. And like, sometimes people make promises, but when you see that their actions don't align with their words and like who they say they are, then you start seeing these little red flags, and you have to do what's best for you. And I know that can be really hard and challenging for a lot of people, but in the long run, it's not going to end well. Because like for me, for example, this person, as I said, they're someone very important to me even now. Like, I just have love for them, honestly, love and compassion, and I wish them the very best. But they were doing things that were essentially like gaslighting, manipulation, just like mental abuse. And you will know if something isn't right based on how you feel, right? I realized that as painful as it was for me to have to like do this, I just had to remove myself from this person. And it's honestly the best thing I can do for myself, because I have noticed that by not being in contact with this person, I am healing. I'm doing the work to heal from what feels like a loss, but essentially, logically, I'm reminding myself that it isn't my loss, because I did what I possibly could to like save this friendship and to find a way to move forward, to like overcome these obstacles that were coming up, whereas this other person wasn't really meeting me halfway. So if you get to that point where a person doesn't really acknowledge where you're coming from and you just feel in your heart that it's not right anymore, then I feel that the best thing you can do is to just walk away. Respect yourself enough to walk away and do what's best for you, regardless of how this person might feel. I'm just working on myself, and I feel that that's the best thing anyone can do when you're going through these type of situations. Like, work on yourself, you know, don't, because I feel like a lot of times, especially when you have like a big loving heart and you're like empathetic to everyone around you, it can be really hard. But I think it's also a good lesson and a challenge in learning how to learning how to go on without like certain people, because I feel like sometimes we meet people and we're like, oh, this person, like, this is a person that's going to be there with me all the way till the very end, and then like things happen. It can be hard, but the thing is, when you respect yourself enough to walk away, I feel that if the person truly cares about you and really values your presence in their life, they will reach out and they will do whatever they can to meet you halfway and save that friendship. And if you don't get that effort on their part, then they're not someone that's meant to be in your life. And in the long run, it's the best thing you could have done for yourself. And as much as it may feel like a loss, this is your reminder that it's not your loss, because if you did everything you possibly could to really save this relationship and the person just wasn't cooperating or doing anything to like help the relationship flourish and heal whatever needs to be healed, then you are better off without this individual. Just wish them well, send them the very best, and focus on healing yourself and doing what you need to do to just like move forward and just remain detached to anything or anyone outside of you. Because the truth of the matter is that people will come and go, but you will be the only constant in your life. And so I feel that it's important that during these times when we experience these things, or you know, these losses, that's when we really have to go within and do this inner work, because in the long run it will serve you, because you will learn how to enjoy your own presence and you won't need anything or anyone outside of you to fill in this like emptiness. Because sometimes we also don't want to leave people out of habit because we're used to having them around, and like we think it's love, but maybe it's not, maybe it's just habit, or they feel this emptiness that like we just don't want to deal with. And I feel like when these things happen, it's the best time to just work on yourself. And just in general, I think it's important that we always work on ourselves in order to like grow and just keep on evolving and being the best we can be in any possible way, and just, you know, being the best we can be for the world around us. And that's what I wanted to say about that, because as someone who's experienced like a lot of grief these last few months with like this individual, it's been hard, but I'm doing my part to show up for myself. And I still have some moments where I still feel that grief, like even today, you know, I went to my class and I still felt this grief. But I just did my best to be present and enjoy the process. And at the same time, I'm doing my best to do the inner work to just heal, like meditating, going out for walks in nature, surrounding myself with loving individuals that support me and my highest good, just doing all these good things. So I hope this video was helpful, because if you feel like you're going through this, trust me, you're not the only one. I'm sure there are a lot of people experiencing what they may consider a great loss, but in the long run, when you know in your heart of hearts that you did everything you possibly could, then it really isn't your loss. So with that said, I really hope you found value in this video. Let me know how you're currently feeling. If you feel sad, you're not alone. People go through these moments. I think it's especially important to just like engage in self-care, and if necessary, seek out help from a professional, because that's always helpful. So you guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it or found any value in it, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and to subscribe to my channel for more videos each week. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys in the next one.